I got to spend pretty much all the time with my kids and the rest of the family whom I haven't seen in a really long time. So that was great.
The past few weeks were unexpected and scary in a way. So,
hey Audrey, how are you?
The experience of being far from my family, of using all these different tools, have sort of carried over a little bit into my reflection and my thoughts about how we want to be training people effectively.
it's not a standard way of creating courses, but at the same time, making it collaborative. It's all about this.
Building all the training for convexity in that collaborative manner was really great. Definitely a great idea.
Nick, Nisho, and Jonah all agreed to a collaborative approach. The challenge was to explain to people why it was so important to contribute to that training, to preserve our culture as we grow. The past few weeks made my job harder, but at the same time, much more exciting. It's a lot of work to interact with so many people in many different disciplines. If they make trainings that's not relevant or outdated, then it's on me. But I've seen some amazing first contributions. For example, we have value around the way we hire, and the fact that our tech recruiter actually created that program made it much more relevant with real-life examples that I wouldn't have had in my pockets. We have a lot of people in very different time zones, and I go to bed and people are creating courses for 6 more hours, so in the morning there's a lot to review. I think it's great, but I'm happy for it to reach the end today. So today it's launch day. I have just added to the onboarding the first courses of the convexity training. That means the 8 newcomers arriving today can see it, and so can anyone else. I feel quite stressed out that they can see it. At the same time, that's the reason why we created them in the first place.
This has kind of really fed into the way that we've been thinking about the convexity training.
It was great to see Jonah again. Somehow we've been working together for 3 months, but we only had seen each other once.
You really did a great job while I was away on, advancing on the convexity trainings. Congratulations. You should be proud of those courses and paths that you developed, and the feedback that we've seen so far is really positive.
The collaborative approach was the best idea, was the only idea that works with how we build up a culture, by definition, across people.
Really awesome.
I went through a very unique onboarding before starting my job.
Seeing them react positively to the training reminds me of the reason why we built these trainings in the first place, but also why I switched positions and started this learning manager job. I actually learned so much. I think we help each other improve by sharing what we know, and working on your own is never the solution.
It's a really good experience for me because she is someone who I see as a peer and whom I have a lot to learn from as well. So it's been kind of a cool and exciting adventure so far.
It's not because today's launch day that the work is over. Collaborative learning is also about continuous feedback and adjusting, improving every day based on what the new people have to say, the new tools we start using. It's a continuous play. Somehow you may hear a single line on stage, but there's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes.
But a poem is an appeal.
It may be a bit grand to say this for a docu-series, but overall it's how I felt. Having all eyes on you when you're going through this vulnerable experience is a bit difficult, especially because you're going through real challenges and it's not something you're faking. But I think overall, if you put the camera aside, it's quite common for people who transition to another job to feel that way because all eyes are usually on you. It was an intense journey, but this is just the beginning. I'll work to make these trainings as impactful as possible in the long run. I wouldn't want season 2 to be called Firing Audrey.
Long will make it right. Would my day, na, na, day. Oh, yeah. Long will make it right.
And
Peaceful and so kind. All you want, it comes in time. In love will make it right. Never felt so good and sure. I'm with you.
Rely on your employees and subject matter experts. And I think somehow I don't remember your question. Can I just drink some? I feel I'm hearing my.
I thought it'd be cool.